And today we're doing something a little bit different. We're going to be talking about my top 3 most anticipated series that are coming out in August, because August is actually, by the time this comes out, tomorrow. Hi, my name is Brinley. You can also call me Bryn, and welcome to my channel if you are new, or welcome back if you've been here before. Thanks for returning. I make reaction, review, and critique content here on the web. So let's jump into it. Okay, so we are going to be talking about The Most Beautiful Count, which is actually coming out, premiering on August 1st. So that is literally Friday. Okay. And this show stars Supernut and Ping, you might know from Pit Babe, but it's starring them. And the concept of the show is that Supernut's character, Prince, is a famous actor who has come out of the closet and has essentially risen to the top of their game. And suddenly they are transmigrated to the past. When Prince transmigrates into the past, he transmigrates at some point in this range of dates. I have not read the webtoon, so I do not know the exact year, but the range of dates of the historical kingdom that Prince transmigrates to is 1767 to 1782, a long time ago. He has to figure out the mystery of why he transmigrated to the past. He will also have to deal with figuring out romance connections as well. And I guess the truth of the situation of the person whose life he has transmigrated into. I'm assuming, based on other transmigration series and novels that I've read, that all of these plots will likely be intertwined and likely be connected to why Nut's character transmigrated into the past. Another note is that this series is based on a webtoon. According to my cursory research, which happened on July 30th, there is no official English translation of the webtoon at this time. Maybe there will be in the future, who knows though. Let's talk about some of the reasons why I'm excited for this series. First of all, when I saw the pilot, which I know there's been some controversy over, and I believe that they addressed the controversy in their episode 0, which I have watched already. I thought it was a really interesting episode 0 because they talked a lot about the process of making the series, but they did it in a more in-depth way than I'd seen previous episode zeros from other companies do. And so it really impressed me. And I can really tell that they've put a lot of time and effort into it. But nevertheless, when I first saw the pilot, I was immediately intrigued because the pilot to me was giving harem. Or maybe that's not the right. No, like a harem anime where all of the characters are trying to romance one character, which is Nut's character. That is the vibe I got from the pilot, and the fact that it was a historical transmigration story. I mean, I felt like they made it for me because also his character seems like a bit of a diva. And again, all of these things are plot lines and tropes that I absolutely eat up. And so I was really excited to see kind of this where multiple love interests are pursuing the main character. And also, there seems to be some comedy aspects into this as well, which you don't see a lot of in historical transmigration stories or historical fiction that much, because a lot of them tend to have a more dark and more serious tone, which don't get me wrong. And if y'all know me, you know I love that stuff. But I loved that this kind of felt fun and unserious, but also serious at the same time. And so I was beyond sad. Another reason I'm excited for this, well, I kind of already mentioned it, but I am aware of who Nut and Ping are from Pit Babe, season 1 and season 2. I'm sure you might have thoughts on Pit Babe season 2. I know I do. Anyways, I something about Ping, Nut, I was always very interested in, but then when I was watching Pit Babe, I was like, oh, I love Ping's vibes here. And so the fact that they're both in it, I mean, and I guess they're technically the leads, right? But yes, that was the other reason I am very excited for this show. Anyways, are you planning to tune in to The Most Beautiful Count? Let me know down below. Please make sure you are subscribed, give this video a like, and if you'd like to support me further, check out my Patreon, which is linked down below. Okay, now back to the video. We are going to be talking about Khemjira The Series, which is based on a novel of the same name. And by the way, for those who might be interested in reading the novel, both the Thai and English versions of the novel are available to purchase on Meb. So if you want to find it and read it, that's how you do it. Khemjira is starring Kang and Namping, and the side ship in Khemjira, they are being played by Tun and First One. So you know the OSTs for this series are about to be amazing because they have some powerhouse vocals. Oh, I am so ready. So Khemjira, played by Namping, is a university student whose family is cursed. Every boy in Khemjira's family is cursed to die before they've reached the age of 21. As time inches closer to Kim's 21st birthday, things take a turn for the worse, and Kim's friend, Jet, suggests they go to see Jet's master to see if he can help prevent Kim's death. That master, sometimes referred to in the novel at least as Poor Crew, played by Kang, at first is very reluctant to help. But eventually, he gives in and agrees to try to help. The story deals a lot with past life connections, spirits, maybe some romance, we'll have to see, and definitely themes of found family. Jira starts airing on August 9th. Now let's talk about some of the reasons why I'm very excited for Khemjira. In fact, I think at one point it was my most anticipated series of 2025. And it honestly, depending on what gets confirmed for this year. But at this point, yes, I stand by me saying that. So one of the reasons is Kang and Namping and Ten and First One. Because okay, I don't know if y'all have watched A Monday Friendship the Reality season 1 or season 2. By the way, if you haven't, you absolutely should, okay? Oh, brother, here Brinley goes on the Monday Friendship, the reality. Rant again. Listen, I cannot express my love for that reality show enough. Okay. Now, before someone comes in my comment section, oh, it's scripted, reality shows are fake. Obviously, in all reality series, there is some sort of pushing and direction from the team. Like, so no need to comment that. Okay. But listen, let me tell you, this is Money's best marketing strategy because it got me hooked on these actors and made me so excited to see them work when I guess it's technically been like a year. No. Yeah. No, over a year because it would have been January 2024 when the Monday Friendship the Reality technically ended. And what the show does is essentially showcases the artists and match makes them and they get to choose. So it's kind of like a dating show. I can't believe I just said that, but that's essentially what it is. It gives them the opportunity to go on friendship time together. It's a date, a friendship time together. And at the end, they can choose a person they want to pair with. And if the other person doesn't choose them, they don't get paired together. But if both people choose each other, they're paired together. And Kang and Namping chose each other. When I was watching The Money Friendship, the reality season 1, I was immediately hooked on them. Putting aside the fact that you should watch it, I'm going to tell you why I got hooked. Because from the very first episode, Namping and Kang's communication level, oh my God. And the way that they first of all communicated, the way they took care of each other, and then the way they looked at each other, uh, I was gagged. Now, Ten and First One, their story's a bit more complicated, and I'll make it quick. But essentially, Ten comes in halfway through the first season of The Money Friendship the Reality to stir the pot. You know, it's reality TV. They got to stir the pot a little bit. And he essentially has his sights set on First One. And, they don't become partners during The Money Friendship the Reality season 1, though. They became partners afterwards, which, by the way, great vlog. Definitely check that out. Maybe I'll link it down below. But just from like his absolute, the way he was immediately like, yes, this is what we're doing, and I'm gonna go after it. I admired that immediately. Also, was kind of obsessed with First One's voice. I don't know. My issue is just I love everyone in Demundi so much. I think I have a problem, and it's called I'm addicted to Demundi. So that is part of the reason why I'm majorly excited for Khemjira. Another reason I'm very excited for Khemjira is that I feel it could be genre defining in its very new and fresh concept, and that it deals, mm, I might even put on the genre tag of horror, but not too scary. Not too scary. Thriller, suspense, horror, all genres that, at least in my experience from the BLs that I've consumed, are very rare tags to be associated with technically a BL. And so I am very excited to see how the horror, I guess, or the suspense and the spirituality combines with the romance plot. I'm so excited to see how that is executed. And I also love a story where there's a lot of lore. And because there are these, we know there's going to be these past life connections, maybe even some karmic enemies. We know there's going to be a lot to dig into here. So that is another reason why I'm excited. So, are you going to tune into Khemjira? Let me know down below. Another one of my most anticipated series for August is the series Queendom, which is a WeTV original GL based on a novel of the same name, Queendom. There are translations in English, Spanish, and Portuguese of Queendom on Meb for readers to purchase and enjoy. I'm not familiar with the actresses in this series, and I'm very excited to see their first work together under Headliner Thailand, which is also the same agency that Boom, as in Top Form, Gunner, as in Knockout, Big, and Park from The Monster Next Door are all under. And they have a pretty good series track record so far. I've really enjoyed Knockout. I'm working on a video about that now. I liked The Monster Next Door. I liked I Saw You in My Dream. So I was very excited to hear about a GL that they were having artists in. Really hope my trust in Headliner has not been misplaced. Queendom is about two actresses, Ray and Print, who have been enemies for a very long time. They despise each other. They are forced to work together when they both land roles in the same series. So they hate each other and they're being forced to work together. What could make it worse? They end up switching bodies. Queendom starts airing on August 14th. Let's talk about some of the reasons why I'm very excited about Queendom. The first is that I just always want more GLs that have a very unique concept. And while I'm not the biggest fan of Body Swap, the pilot intrigued me. The fact that this series is enemies to lovers, oh, that trope is so delicious. And that trope can lead to so many good moments of tension, and that tension subsiding for whatever reason that might be. When the tension comes to a head, it can be very, very delicious. I'd say that enemies to lovers is one of my favorite tropes of all time. Another reason why I'm really excited is I have been loving WeTV original series lately. Knockout, as of right now, is my favorite BL of this year. And it was a WeTV original. Highly recommended if you haven't seen it yet. I've also really liked Monster Next Door. I Saw You in My Dream. Because I've felt really fulfilled by WeTV originals, essentially that star members of Headliner Thailand, I have been very excited for Queendom because every single time I would be watching like Knockout or I Saw You in My Dream, I was like, with Knockout, I really loved the plot. I need more. I need a GL from them. And so when I found out about Queendom, I was like, oh my God, I'm so, so ready. I'm already sad. Okay. I'm beyond sad. What do you think about Queendom? Are you going to tune in? If you made it this far in the video, please leave a blue heart emoji down below and let me know what you thought of the series we featured today. Which ones you're going to tune into? Are there ones I didn't mention that you're planning to watch as well? And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to check out my Patreon too, and I'll see you next time. Bye.